My dad wished he could replace me with a neighbor because his hobby matches my dad's, so I gave him his wish and acted like I don't exist around him. My family has always been passionate about cars. My dad, a 45-year-old man, inherited this love from his father, my grandpa, who used to work in a mechanic shop. They can spend hours discussing various car models, engines, and sharing stories about their automotive projects. I'm 17, and unlike them, I've never really caught the car bug. Growing up, my dad tried to get me interested in fixing up cars with him, but it just didn't click. I appreciate that he taught me basic skills like changing a tire, oil, and jump-starting a battery. However, I'm not into cars as a hobby. I always thought my dad was okay with me not being a car guy. 5 months ago, new neighbors moved in next door, a married couple and their 16-year-old nephew, Mason. Mason and I attend the same school, and I initially helped him get acclimated. We still talk occasionally, but don't hang out regularly. Interestingly, Mason shares my dad and grandpa's passion for cars. He often discusses his dream cars and future automotive plans. My dad typically works on his project car in the garage every other weekend. For Father's Day this year, he requested a full day of uninterrupted work on his car, which my mom, 43, agreed to. Recently, Mason has been coming by when my dad works, chatting and helping out with small tasks. I didn't mind this arrangement, as my dad and I have other activities we do together. However, everything changed last Sunday. I went to ask my dad something while he was in the garage with Mason. As I approached, I overheard their conversation through the open door. My dad was praising Mason for his work, and Mason mentioned doing similar tasks with his own father. Then my dad said something that hit me hard. He told Mason that he was the kind of son he had always wanted. Those words stung deeply. I never realized that my lack of interest in cars was such a disappointment to my dad. Although I knew he still loved me, it suddenly felt insufficient. I retreated to my room without saying anything, and he remains unaware that I overheard his comment. Since then, I've been distant towards my dad, only responding when necessary. Both my parents have noticed and asked if something's wrong, but I've been deflecting their concerns. The situation escalated when my 19-year-old sister persistently questioned me, and I eventually confided in her. Now she's also not speaking to her dad and is treating him more harshly, though she's keeping the reason secret as I requested. The atmosphere in our house has become tense. My parents continue to ask why we're upset with our dad, but neither my sister nor I are providing answers. I'm torn between letting it go and returning to normalcy, or addressing the hurt I feel knowing my dad is disappointed in who I am. Now I'm grappling with whether I should forgive my dad or continue to hold on to these feelings. The situation has left me questioning our relationship and wondering if I'm wrong for not being able to move past his words. Am I the butthole if I don't forgive my dad?